Cooking with Kathy.
Good morning, everybody. I've got a great idea when it comes to dinner tonight. Why not do something different? Sometimes I get in a recipe rut, and you make the same old thing all the time because it's comfortable and it's what you're used to, but it gets boring after a while. So what about doing a roasted pork tenderloin with a super simple apricot glaze? Just a few ingredients. It's just tasty and delicious. My family loves it. I think yours will too. First of all, I started out with about 1.5 pounds of pork tenderloin, and pork tenderloin is very reasonable, very lean, and a lot of bang for your buck. It's a great thing to do even for a dinner party because it's just something a little different. So I've lined a jelly roll pan with some foil because we're going to make a sticky, gooey glaze to really dress up this pork tenderloin, and it'll be a sticky, gooey mess to clean up. So make sure and line your pan. All right, let's get to the glaze. It's so easy. We're starting out with a 1/2 cup of apricot jam or preserves. And then I've got a tablespoon of soy sauce, so we've kind of got this sweet and salty thing going on. 3 tablespoons of a country-style grainy Dijon mustard. Regular Dijon would work fine too. I just happen to prefer the grainy stuff, but either or will work. And I've got that in a saucepan because that's a good way to kind of melt that jam. And the last thing I'm going to add is some garlic. About a clove of minced garlic. All right, so that's your glaze. It's that easy. So at this point, we're going to take this glaze and just about half of it drizzle or brush right over that pork tenderloin. Now you see why we lined that pan with foil. But we're not going to put all of it on. We're going to save some of it. All right, this goes into a preheated 375-degree oven, and we want to roast this for about 40 minutes or so until we get an internal temperature. Really, for pork, you need to cook it through. We're looking for about 160, but we want to glaze it one more time, about 10 minutes before it's done. Just brush that remainder of the glaze on there. May even have a little bit of extra glaze to serve on the side for dipping and dunking. Now, let me show you how this turns out. It's so, so good. And if your pork doesn't get nice and brown like this, you may want to throw on the broiler just for a minute or two because I love those great little brown pieces on top. Look at all that glaze and that juice, and don't you dare throw that out. That is great to serve alongside this pork with some wild rice pilaf, great big salad and bread. And you can slice this on an angle or just bring it to the table like this and take it back to the kitchen to slice it. So there you have it. It's my apricot glazed pork tenderloin. It's so easy and so delicious and moist, full of flavor. Recipes on our website. You can also pick up this recipe at any Festival Foods.